Okay, we're going to start in a second here for Jewish meditation. This is our pre-Passover edition. I'll be right there with you. I'm going to grab my guitar. The people in on Zoom. There we go. I'm needing them. So welcome everybody online, welcome everybody on Zoom, and just getting my guitar out here, and excited to start talking about the spiritual prep we're going to do for Pesach. So as I said, we're going to be talking about Pesach prep today, and it seems like it sort of always tends to come early and never late, as opposed to the high holidays, which we always say come early or late, but never on time. Pesach always seems to come early. It would be hard to say that this year just because we have the Adar 2, the leap year, so we're kind of behind what we normally would be. But in any case, there's several steps that we take to get ready for Pesach. The first one is removing clutter. So we think about traditional spring cleaning, taking the things out of our house that we don't need. There's a lot of talk, especially in the last few years, about objects that spark joy and objects that don't, according to Marie Kondo's sort of philosophy about how to clean out your house and clean your head out in the process, is what you could say. And so it's something that we start now. It's something that we start. Oh, excuse me, my video's off. Something that we start now, and something that we start in earnest right after Purim, I should say, because we are already looking at these Shabbats that lead up to Pesach. We're already looking at all of these Torah portions, special readings that we have that teach us about different ritual aspects of ancient Judaism that were practiced around the temple and around Pesach time. So removing clutter. We know about the search for chametz. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But removing clutter is the first part of this. So I want to do a little bit of a guided meditation here about removing clutter. Because, of course, removing clutter is a great metaphor for our internal world. So a lot of times when we talk about rituals like Pesach and what they involve, we talk about the internal world and we talk about the external world. So the external world, of course, is all the stuff in our house. And I happen to be sitting, and you can't tell, in a room full of clutter. So we're helping in my house to declutter our stuff too. And I'm sure that your homes as well have, if not rooms full of clutter, have areas of clutter, whatever the case may be. So let's start off to taking a few deep breaths. I want to go through this exercise in removing clutter. Let's take a few calming breaths here. And sort of just thank yourself for giving yourself the time to be here, to enjoy this, to be able to take 45 minutes, whatever it is for yourself, and just be, and not have to answer to or for anything. So we'll take a few more deep breaths. Okay, so removing clutter. With your eyes closed, walk around your house in your mind. See all the clutter that is built up around you. The chaos, the unfulfilled chores, jobs, projects that you promised yourself you would do. Now is the time of letting go. If these objects of disorder, of disharmony, have not served you up until now, they are not likely to do so in the future. Allow your future to be more sparse and less dense. Now let your inside match your outside. Start to remove the extraneous thoughts that cloud your ability to see the world as it truly is. What if I had? I should have. I could have. I didn't. Why didn't I? Sometimes we think that we need our stress in order to be in the world. In order to survive in the world, we need to surround ourselves with stress so that we can be on alert for things that could hurt us. Let the stress release along with the clutter. Let them both float away and embrace the austerity it takes to breathe deeply. Anyone who's been to a good psychologist, psychiatrist, spiritual practitioner, knows that one of the first things you notice when you walk into the room is the lack of clutter. And the peace it creates within you. The austerity of the room. So all that's accumulated around us. Just let it float away. And as you walk around your house again, feel the peace of removing all of the collection, all of the things that we call important. We call fundamental.